Affordability project. Jenny.
Hey everybody, I'm here speaking for the Artist Studio Affordability Project, a group of artists who want to stay in New York, but we also are against displacement of other communities and our potential role in it. And I'm here to speak for the studied industrial zones, the manufacturing zones. Now this is definitely where working artists and musicians and dancers have historically had cheap space to make our work, not to live, but to work. But probably more importantly is that this is also the site of good paying jobs for people who do not necessarily have an MBA or an architecture degree. And the city, the DCP, and the EDC are systematically destroying our manufacturing zones. Why? When you flip a manufacturing zone to residential or what they call mixed use, the land value skyrockets. The landlord, the owners can build 60 stories. They can build their fake affordable towers and make a windfall. They get their 421A tax breaks. They get huge rent rolls. Artists and woodworkers and metal shops, they cannot pay high rent, and the real estate knows that. So out of the rezonings, de Blasio's rezonings, DCP's rezonings, 4 out of 5 of them have reduced industrial land, reduced it. We see it in Bushwick, where the community came up with their own plan, and the city, of course, ignored it. The DCP ignored it. The Bushwick plan wanted to protect and save their industrial zones. Why? Because that's where the good jobs are for the community. Manufacturing jobs pay way more than service sector jobs, retail jobs. If you're serving avocado toast, you're making minimum wage. If you have a machine shop job, you might make $45,000 a year. It's not great, but it's better than minimum wage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We see it in Jerome Avenue rezoning. All those auto repair shops, they're going to be gone. We saw it in near Shea Stadium, near Willets Point, in the Iron Triangle. Is that what it was called? All those auto repair shops, mostly immigrant owned, good stable jobs, they're gone. Now the EDC is to blame for this too. The EDC is in charge of running, and I would say developing, like luxury developers, publicly owned, precious publicly owned sites like the Brooklyn Navy Yard. They are, you know who's there now? A 17-story glass tower, WeWork. There is a reason they want to. There's a master plan. They love that term, master plan, for the Brooklyn Navy Yards. They want to put up 3 more huge glass towers, and it's not for manufacturing. These jobs are not for the people who live in the communities. They're just not. They're for architects. They're for design firms. They're for tech hubs. They love the tech hubs. They pay way more rent. Real estate wins. It's always about real estate. I also am going to add that, as we know, the EDC is a shadowy, quasi-private organization. They recently won, they're a finalist for an award. Aren't you excited to hear this? This award, what is it called? The Golden Padlock Awards. It's a group of journalists. It's an award they give out every year for the most shadowy, secret organization that needs some journalistic light shined on it. And our own EDC is a finalist for this award. They're spending $2.5 billion to put up more glass towers in land that we own for jobs that are not for us. Can we find out where the $2.5 billion comes from? Apparently not.
What does EDC stand for?
Economic Development Corporation. Simply put, the EDC and the DCP are whittling away at our manufacturing zones, destroying good job opportunities, and raising surrounding rents as they go. When you have these shiny glass towers replacing gritty auto repair shops and woodworking shops, all the rents in the surrounding area rises, not just in the manufacturing zones. Again, who is it for? Real estate.
Yep.
Just like the residential rezonings, their manufacturing rezonings are development schemes that benefit big real estate, not the communities of New York City.